It's rivalry night here inside of the Den. The Bruins of Fargo South and the defending state champion and third-ranked team in the state, the Fargo North Spartans. Hey, why don't you come on in and stay a while? I'm Brett Loftis. He is C Breezy. Chris Brentel here tonight. And again, rivalry night. These two teams, Chris, throw out the window what the records are. They're always going to play each other tight. Just so happens this year, they're #1 and #2 in the EDC. It's a packed house here inside of the Spartan Dome. #3 versus #4. Dare I ask, where else would you rather be with us here on Beck TV tonight? I'm Brett Loftis. He's Jay Kerman. Come on in and stay a while. The Davies Eagles tonight, Jake. Let's get it quickly out of the way. They're without their two leading scorers. Mason Claybo, his third straight game out. Dan York, their starting point guard, also out tonight. It's already a rough start for them, and the clock hasn't even started. Matthew Sim finds Big Z, and he rips the rim off. What an offensive board. Board came from Holden Whitty. Has bargain. Alley-oop to Alpha Kamara. Maggie back outside. Lily, step back three. Stop. Lee Bell with 33 here tonight in the Magic City. Dan York has it stolen. Caleb Deere, he'll hound you defensively as he picks up his second steal tonight. Turo in rhythm. How about it from the big man? Timeout on the floor. The Mustangs gallop out to a 5-point lead. Brett Loftis, Chris Brentel, 7-point ball game, 9.5 remain here in regulation. Again, separated by 7 points, the same margin there at halftime. Both of these two teams have coming out firing here in the second half, equally scoring 20 points apiece here through the first 10.5 minutes.
And I think the reason why the Jimmies still have this lead, Brett, is they're doing a better job in the second half on Cleveland Bedgood. Other guys have stepped up for Valley City State to keep them in this game. But Jamestown has said, hey, we don't want Bedgood to beat us. And some of these other guys have stepped up. But in the end, if that keeps up, it's not going to be enough for the Vikings to overcome this.
Cleveland, to your point, 13 points. Lamar Grayson, who's been on this big run and sparked this run here for VCSU, he also has 13. 11 of those 13 coming here in the second half. Knocked out of bounds by Nungwam. Stays down here with the Jimmies. VCSU, a very athletic team. They're a team they want to get out and run. That's what they pride themselves on, is conditioning. Haven't gotten to get out and run as much as they'd like to here this afternoon. Deep into the shot clock yet again. Long three-pointer. Around by Nungwam.
Great defense on the perimeter by the Vikings there, getting a stop.
Grayson, the hot hand. There's Cleveland Bedgood, you just mentioned. Just short on the runner.
That time he got in the lane, made a nice play, got a good look. Just, man, didn't get to go.
Linus versus Bedgood. Jimmy called for the travel violation.
Well, this is great help defense. Watch this. First off, good move, but look at the help. Nowhere to go.
They were asking for a tip. You saw two VCSU players both hit the basketball. However, I think the ruling is going to be Linus never lost possession, so therefore could have not been a block for the Vikings. Grayson, a bit out of control, with a foul called on the Jimmies. Well, court is his second personal, so not in any serious foul trouble for the captain here of this U of Jamestown squad. VCSU passing up a couple open three looks deep into the shot clock. And some contact down low as Agua Naiwesh. 2 shots at the charity stripe.
Agua there with the spin, and then watch. Because he adjusts, you're going to come down on him and foul. You know what I mean? So it's just a savvy play by a guy that knows the game.
Agua makes the first. Again, he and Nungwan, number 1 there for VCSU, playing in their first games of the year. Nyewesh dealt with that injury as he's heavily taped up on that left arm. Nungwan got an unfavorable eligibility ruling that held him out the first half of the year, obviously able to come back after Christmas. As Nyewesh able to sink the second, 5-point ball game.
Yeah, I will say this. I mean, at times, the offense for Valley City, mix it in, these guys has been out of sorts, but, I mean, look up the scoreboard. They're right here in the thick of it. And their team defense has been solid.
Banked in that time from Cole Woodford. His 4th tray ball of the evening.
I think he called it. I think I heard him.
VCSU, they need a tray ball to answer. And how about it? Caden Grindy gets one to roll around and drop through. Back to a 5-point ball game. Woodford goes right back to work. Finds Binion. Silas needed that. Threes raining all around right now here for the Jimmies. Wide open Olang. Somebody get the umbrella. 4 straight 3-pointers here for the Jimmies and the Vikings.
Both teams getting off and running, getting wide in transition, and being ready to catch and shoot.
Cordes. Offensive board. Leeds rejected by Olang.
Yeah, watch this. I don't even know where he came from. There he is. Oh, man.
That was OD's 3rd block this evening. By far the most of anybody in the contest. Vasquez. No good. Big possession here for VCSU. Grayson running a point. He pulls up from 14. Too much. Woodford. Head fake. Vasquez. Lost it. Back outside to Leeds.
I was about to say Leeds should make that extra pass, but I'm wrong. Good decision.
And a timeout call by Ryan Montgomery. The offenses have woken up. 6.5 to play here in BC.